Music has no real boundaries for pianist Stefano Bollani, who performs classical music, smooth and more avant-garde jazz, Brazilian jazz, and pop rock. Collaboration, he says, brings him inspiration, whether in the field of classical, jazz, or pop music. This week, he's in Hong Kong for a concert, and he's here right now talking to Ben Peltier.
Stefano Bollani, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
It's a marvelous pleasure to have you here in the studio. You started out as a kid wanting to be a singer?
I still want to be a pop singer in the future, but I started when I was 6 years old because I told my parents, first of all, I had no musicians in the family, but I came up when I was 6 years old saying I want to be an actor or and a pop singer. And they told me, why don't you start practicing the piano, because maybe it's a good instrument to comp your voice someday. So I started playing the piano, and I forgot for a while that I was going to be a singer, but then sometimes it comes out, so I'm singing during the concerts sometimes. Yeah.
Your musical influence has been quite wide-ranging. You studied classically, didn't you?
I had to start with classical music, which I really didn't like at the beginning because I was supposed to play note by note something which was wrote by some other guy and I never met, and I could never meet because he was dead since a long time. But then I discovered jazz music, and then after that, I have to say jazz opened my mind, improvisation opened my mind, and from that moment on I could be able to appreciate any kind of music.
You've mentioned the importance of improvisation in your music, and I was interested to read that sometimes you feel you have too many ideas. Could you expand on that?
When you're improvising, you follow some shining, some light, some idea, one idea, but sometimes some other ideas are coming to trying to get your attention. And you have to manage, and since you're a piano player and you can play a lot of notes, you have to be careful because you can develop many ideas with all these fingers. So you have to be careful because, of course, you want to make a speech, even if you're improvising, but you want to make a speech with a sense, which has a sense. So in a way, I'm always concerned about structures. Even if I'm improvising, I'm always not always thinking about chords or melodies or rhythms specifically, but probably thinking about structures, as I do while I'm talking. I'm thinking about the grammar.
It'd be marvelous to have you play just a bit here in the studio. Can you introduce the piece you'd like to do for us?
Yes, I'm playing an old Italian composition by a young contemporary composer named Stefano Bollani, which is me, and it's called Il Barbone di Siviglia, which is not the barber from Sevilla. It's a word game. In this case, Barbone in Italy means hobo, a clochard.
Marvelous.
So it's a clochard from Sevilla because I had this idea while I was actually doing the clochard in Sevilla once for some days.
Really?
Yeah, not because I was a clochard, but because I went there with a friend of mine for a vacation, and we didn't find any hotel, so we had to sleep in the park.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.